Welcome to the Bedtime Scientist. Tonight, we're going to learn about seeds.
Thanks, Blake. Tonight, we're going somewhere quiet. Not somewhere far away. Just below the surface of the ground, where the soil is cool, where the air is still, where the light hasn't reached yet. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Imagine you can feel it. The dark, soft earth all around you. You're not alone down there. A single handful of soil, smaller than your fist, contains more living things than there are people on Earth. Bacteria and tiny fungi, all moving slowly in the dark. And somewhere among them, something is waiting. A seed. And the strange thing about a seed is this. It somehow knows exactly when to wake up. It doesn't look like much if you held one in your hand. A sunflower seed, a poppy seed, something small. It would feel almost weightless. But inside that tiny shell is something remarkable. Inside the seed is a complete plant, folded very small. Scientists call it an embryo, a beginning. Tucked around it, stored food called the endosperm, a packed lunch for the journey ahead, and wrapped around all of it, a seed coat, hard and waterproof. A tiny coat protecting something the world hasn't seen yet. Inside that coat is a map, not drawn on paper, but written in molecules. A complete set of instructions for a root, a stem, leaves, and the exact color of a flower that doesn't even exist yet. Everything it will ever become is already there. The seed is simply waiting. The seed can wait a long time. Some seeds have waited years, some decades. Scientists once grew a flower from a seed that had been buried in frozen ground for over 30,000 years. 30,000 years. Long before cities. Long before books. Long before anyone alive today was even born. Just waiting for that right moment. The right moment comes when two things arrive: water and warmth. When rain soaks through the soil, water slips through the seed coat, and deep inside, something wakes up. A hormone called gibberellin, one of the plant's first chemical signals, moves through the seed like a whisper. It's time. Enzymes activate. Tiny molecular tools, smaller than you could ever see, and they get to work, breaking down the stored food, unlocking it, turning it into fuel for what comes next. The seed coat softens, cracks just a little, and the very first thing that emerges, the very first thing, is not a leaf, not a stem, but the root. Always the root. Before the seed has seen light, before it knows a single thing about the world above, it reaches down into the dark. Scientists call this gravitropism. The root senses gravity, the pull of Earth itself, and it follows it, always down. The plant goes into the dark first on purpose. Let your body go heavy now. Let it sink in. The root grows longer, branches out, spreads, and along those branches grow structures so small you would need a powerful microscope to see them clearly. These are called root hairs. Each one is only a single cell wide. Just one cell, thinner than a strand of spider silk. And here is something surprising. On a single full-grown plant, one plant, there can be as many as 14 billion root hairs. 14 billion, each one pressing gently against the soil, each one pulling in water, each one pulling in minerals, nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, everything the plant will ever need. The root isn't just holding on. It's drinking. It's feeding. It's preparing everything the flower will need, long before the flower exists. Once the root is holding on, something else begins. The shoot. It pushes upward, but not straight. It curls into a small hook first, bent like a question mark to protect the delicate tip. The hook takes the pressure of the soil. The soft growing part stays safe until one day it breaks through, and now the world changes completely. Light. The plant can sense it, not with eyes. Plants don't have eyes, but with special molecules in their cells, spread all along the stem. Here's what happens. A hormone called auxin moves through the plant. Auxin doesn't like bright light. It migrates away from the sunny side of the stem and collects in the shade. Where auxin collects, cells grow longer. So, the shaded side of the stem stretches. The bright side stays shorter. And the stem bends, slowly, almost invisibly, toward the sun, one cell at a time. Not because anyone told it to, not because it can see the sun, but because chemistry, responding to light, is doing something that looks exactly like choosing. Leaves unfold. And now something begins. That is, if you slow it down and really think about it, genuinely miraculous. The leaves take three things that seem like they have nothing to do with each other: sunlight, air, water, and they combine them through a process called photosynthesis. Using a green molecule called chlorophyll into sugar, food, energy, something made from almost nothing. The plant isn't eating the ground. It's eating light. Weeks pass. The plant grows taller. Inside the stem, two systems form. Think of them as highways running in opposite directions, all the time. The xylem carries water up from the roots, all the way to the leaves, against gravity, without stopping. The phloem carries sugar down from the leaves out to every part of the plant that needs to grow, up and down and up, all day, all night. And then, quietly, the plant starts doing something strange. It starts counting. Not the way you and I count, but something close. The plant measures light. It tracks how many hours of daylight arrive each day using a molecule called phytochrome, a pigment that changes shape when it absorbs light and slowly shifts back in the dark. Every day, the plant reads the balance. It's keeping a calendar. And when the hours are just right, when the season tips from almost to now, A chemical signal moves through the phloem to the growing tips. Make a flower. Not before, not whenever, when the time is exactly right. Petals open. Color arrives. Yellow, red, purple, white. The exact color written into that seed coat. And inside that flower are new seeds, carrying new maps, ready to wait. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. The root will never see the flower. It doesn't know the color of the petals. It doesn't know the shape of the leaves. It has never seen light, not once, in its entire life. And yet, it held on, so that something it would never meet could bloom. A seed becomes a root becomes a stem becomes a leaf, the leaf becomes a flower, and a flower becomes a seed. And somewhere tonight, beneath dark soil, something is waking up. It doesn't know yet what it will look like. It just knows to reach. And just before you drift off to dream about tiny root hairs in the dark soil and a stem bending toward the sun, one cell at a time, I want you to know something about you. Your mind is a wonderful thing, so full of curiosity. And I like your mind, just the way it wonders. I'll be back again soon to wonder more with you.